Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Let's find out what is going on the Forex economic calendar today. As you can see, some data had been published overnight in the form of the trade balance and home loans from the Australia, the CPI data and sense of consumer climate data from the Switzerland had been published as well, and we are still waiting for the very important data from the Germany. This is the Germany manufacturing PMI. This one is scheduled 5 to 10 together with the German unemployment change and unemployment rate. The unemployment rate, which is a little bit curious, should increase from 5.7% to 5.8%. Manufacturing PMI for the whole Eurozone is scheduled for release at 10 o'clock. ECB Lane will give a speech at noon. And then we have the key event of the day, which is the Bank of England interest rate decision. This interest rate decision is scheduled for release at 1 p.m. and Bank of England is expected to keep the interest rate at the level of 5.25%. Together with the interest rate decision, we have the release of the vote cut, vote hike, vote unchanged data, and the Bank of England MPC meeting minutes. The other very important data are from the US in the form of the initial jobless claims, and those are scheduled 1:30, together with the non-farm productivity and unit labor costs. The factory orders are scheduled at 3 o'clock, and 15 minutes later we got the Bank of England Governor Bailey to give a speech. 5:45 we got the ECB Supervisory Board member Fernandez Bolo to give a speech. Then at 6 o'clock we got a speech from the Swiss National Bank Chairman Thomas Jordan, and at 9:30 there is a Fed balance sheet, and at the end of the day ECB Schnabel will give a speech as well. So plenty of speeches from the officials from the Eurozone and the UK. Initial jobless claims, most important data of today. Bank of England interest rate decision, the second most important day, the data release of today, and of course the manufacturing PMI data from the German. Let's start with the cable because of the Bank of England interest rate decision. Remember, scheduled for release at 1 p.m. So what is the British pound doing ahead of this interest rate decision? If we put a line here on the chart, we can clearly see that this line is still has not been touched. This is the kind of a down trending line, descending trend line. We can have one more. Let me just copy this one. We can have one more line like this, but generally used as the line from the lows. So this is the low, and if we start using this line like that, maybe something like this can be produced. So generally this looks like a pennant, bearish pennant, of course. Together with these two lines, we got the of course the range high located at 1.2336, and we have of course the range low located at the swing low at 1.2036 as well. So the point is that right now we are just moving up and down in a whipsaw mode, but overall sentiment is skewed more to the downside because of the big down move in the background of the cable. So intraday technical resistance is 1.2199. Intraday technical support is roughly above that 1.20 still. It's 1.2094. There's another support, not that strong, but yet still it is here, 1.2068, and of course we got another eventual technical resistance, 1.2280. The market is bouncing up and down from the moving averages. They are still, skewed to the downside recently. So the outlook remains bearish, and maybe the Bank of England interest rate decision will trigger the down move, which will be, of course, the downtrend continuation. in that situation. For now, we are trading above the 50 periods moving average around the level of 1.2163 with the quite positive but not that strong momentum right now, 53 points, so just barely above the level of 50, which is the neutral level. So it's clear as the sun that the market positioning itself ahead of the Bank of England interest rate decision, and the market participants haven't decided yet what to do. Let's find out what's going on the other market, which is the US dollar to the Japanese yen, because of the data from the US later on. So what do we have here? We used to have this level as the swing high. As you can see, the market still approves this level 150.17 because it just bounced from this level, and so the market see this level, approves this level, and of course wants to test it sooner or later. And during the recent pullback, we just tested that level again. Now we got another very important level here. This is 1.5079. This is now the technical resistance, so it will be red. And of course the last new swing high 151.73 has been established, and of course we just made a very nice pullback here. As far as I'm concerned, let me just take a look how much did we retrace. Basically, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. There you go, I'm doing this right. Okay, so we retraced between 50, something like 50% already of the last local wave up. So there is still one more level here, roughly 61%, but just above it there is 149.86, which is the local technical support. So if we just zoom in a little bit closer here, it still looks like the very nice bullish market. Recently we went down to the level of 148.82 towards the extremely oversold market conditions. Then we very dynamically and aggressively bounced towards new swing high 151.73 into the extremely overbought market conditions on a 4-hour chart, and now we are hovering just roughly around the level of 50, let's say, because of the technical support. So it's very, very clear that this level will make a difference. The level of 150 and 0.17 will make a difference. Where is my let me just grab my arrow. There you go. So right now any bounce higher means new swing high, but in the same, because of the very, very undecided let's say undecided momentum, neither bullish nor bearish, so it's a neutral. Any breakout below 150 basically opens the road towards the next technical support. Let me just make it clear for you that I mean the level of 148.82. So this is the next eventual target for the US dollar to the Japanese yen market. And last but not least, let's take a look at the S&P 500 4-hour chart. As you can see, we are keep moving lower. Recently we just made a bounce towards 4,253. Let's just take a look at this, because yesterday of course we got the FOMC interest rate decision. There is no change in the interest rate, it's still at the very same level. Everyone knows what the level is. So we got the range here, we got the technical resistance at the range high 4,400, and we have the technical support at the range low. This is not from the yesterday, this is from the 27th of the October, and the range low is 4,100. So roughly 300 points of the range. And how much did we retrace? Let me just take a look. How much did we retrace here? The other way around. So this one goes down. So this one goes here, and this one goes up. And we can clearly see that we retrace roughly around the 50%. So this goes back here, and the 50% is located at the level of roughly 4,250, and we are right now on this level. There's one more level here where the S&P 500 can go. 4,285. Of course, I'm talking about the Fibonacci, the strongest Fibonacci levels, but this 61% is just above the 100 periods moving average, so momentum is positive. There's room to the upside, there's room to the upside. Sooner or later we should test this level, and then we will see if there is a breakout above the intraday technical resistance at the level of 4,310. Then of course the high might be challenged. However, if there is some kind of a reversal, then most likely we will test the level of 4,100 sooner or later in that situation. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.